Hey, how's it going? So in my last video, I talked about how to create a VPC using Terraform. And in that video, we kept a lot of our configuration in one file. And that's okay if you're just starting out. Maybe you're just, wanting to learn, just get some small resources provisioned in your provider of choice, whether it's AWS, Google Cloud, some other type of SaaS platform. But as you start to grow, a lot of your configuration is staying in the same file can start to be cumbersome as far as like trying to figure out where things are. Segmentation of like certain resources and what attaches to what. So what we're going to do is in this video kind of break these up a little bit. Now, best practice could be, how your environment is set up. But what I'm going to kind of do is kind of break it up by resource types. So on the left here, I got my main. Let me close some of this here. So in my last video, I kind of shared this on my blog. Again, I can bring that up here. If you go to letmetechyou.com and on how to create an AWS VPC using Terraform, everything that I'm doing in this video can be found right here. So you just take all this, you can copy it in your editor of choice, and you can follow along and actually do any of these steps as well. But what I'm going to do is come over here and I'm going to create a new file. I'm going to call this file ec2.tf. And then inside of that, I'm actually going to take, well, actually, you know what? I'm going to call that vpc.tf. See if I can rename that here. So vpc.tf. Okay, so in there, so in our main file, we're going to keep everything above our provider. So we're going to keep all that in here. So for the VPC, I'm going to take that, throw that in there. For the, let's see, resource, that in there. Well, actually, yeah, let's take this. Actually, take both of these. Let's take this here, throw that in there. And then we're going to create another one called routes.tf, or route tables. So create another file called routes table.tf, and let's take our subnets, route table association, and let's take all that, put that into the route table.tf. And then let's see, so availability zones. Take that as well. And let's put that in the VPC. Okay. And then what else we have? So elastic IP address instance. So this is actually something else I was messing with. So I'm going to actually take that out. That was me working on getting the AWS instance set up in that lab that I was doing there, which I'll do in another video. So we're going to take this out. So the only thing we're keeping in here is basically our Terraform configuration. If we add any other providers or anything else, we'll add in here. But it's going to go ahead and save that. Save these files. Okay. So now that we have these separated, we could actually come in here, and if you didn't already run like a Terraform init, before you actually set these up, you can then come in and do Terraform init, And what that's going to do is going to download your provider, which I already have set up on mine. And then you can do a Terraform plan. And I have this set up in the cloud, so it's going to be a little brief pause here. So it's just, and you need to have your files in this .tf format because that's how Terraform can read the resources available in those file configurations. So as you can see, if I had ran this prior, just everything in my main.tf, it still was only going to show 10 to be added. And that's even shows in the video. Where are we at here? There we go. So yeah, in this video, it actually shows everything in that file using, to be added would be 10 resources. So if you already did the previous lab, changing these wouldn't have made any changes because the resources would have all stayed the same. You're just changing up your file structure. Now, this may not be the way you want to do it, but this could just give you an idea that you can move those files out of that main folder and still utilize the different variables or whatever you have set that's in these other file sets. So again, that's just a quick little video tip on how to clean up your code there a little bit. I'll do another video here on maybe how to add some additional resources like EC2 instances and things like that. And as this continues to grow, we may get additional files, and this will only just keep it a lot easier for you yourself to be able to see what changes you've made without having to scroll through thousands of lines of text. And then if I wanted to apply that, I could do a Terraform apply, and then once you apply it and then you're done with it, you can do a destroy. Again, thanks for tuning in. Again, check out the blog, letmetechyou.com. If you have any questions in regards to this lab, leave it in the comments and I'll look to try to get back to you. Thanks again and hope to see you next time.